Shifting our focus to the Russia-Ukraine war, as Russia's full-scale invasion is about to enter its fifth year, combat continues across eastern Ukraine. Ukrainian artillery units have operated French-made Caesar howitzer systems, directing fire towards Russian positions on Pokrovsk direction. In the nearby town of Donestsk, located about 14 kilometers from the front line, large parts of the settlement lie in ruins after months of drone and guided bomb attacks. Residential buildings have been gutted, vehicles sit destroyed in courtyards, and personal belongings remain scattered through shattered stairwells. Well, once home to around 11,000 people, the town's population has dwindled to roughly 1,000. The Donetsk region remains central to a U.S.-backed push for peace. Moscow is demanding that Kyiv relinquish the remaining 20% of the region still under Ukrainian control, a condition Ukraine has firmly rejected.
Everything is fine. The main thing is that there is water, there is power too, but sometimes it gets cut off. Otherwise, everything is normal. There is bread, there is sausage, meat is delivered to the store, and people bring milk to the market.
Meanwhile, President Volodymyr Zelenskyy told AFP news agency on Friday that Ukraine is not losing the war and has regained hundreds of square kilometers in a new counteroffensive in the south. He also said that European troops should be deployed directly on the front line following any future ceasefire. In his nightly address on Saturday, Zelenskyy said Ukraine would do everything necessary to end the war. He also urged European nations to impose sanctions on hundreds of ship captains involved in transporting Russian oil.
We continue to work every day specifically to ensure that the next round of negotiations can bring results for Ukraine and results for peace. Ukraine will certainly do everything necessary for this and will definitely not be an obstacle to peace.
Protesters gathered in the Czech capital Prague to rally in support of Ukraine ahead of the 4th anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. The demonstrators were seen holding Ukrainian and NATO flags as well as signs which featured slogans, including "We stand by Ukraine." In Washington, D.C., supporters gathered near the Lincoln Memorial for a rally. Speakers and performers addressed the crowd before demonstrators marched towards the residence of the Russian ambassador. Among those attending was Jovita Neliapsen, the European Union's ambassador to the United States.
4 years later, we are still asking the same. We're asking for this administration to support Ukraine with weapons, to support Ukraine economically, and give Ukraine enough not to just survive, but to win this war. And Ukraine can do it.
February 24th marks 4 years since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, a war that has killed hundreds of thousands of people, displaced millions, and have left cities, towns, and villages across the country devastated. Russia denies deliberately targeting civilians, however.